Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. In the last episode, we found out who was being kept in the trunk by the kidnappers, and it turned out, as it says here, it was Camila, Detective Jowd's daughter. I can't believe she's his daughter. And she told us a lot of things, so I'm gonna let this recap explain everything actually. Okay. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camila, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. She just won't leave him alone. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camila's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camila? Why do they have Camila? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camila's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could just be a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. That's not good. I just don't understand any of it.
Oh, I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ugh! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
No, you're not. Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
Yeah, because she's pissed at you for some reason. She won't?
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. Ugh. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
He has a point. Oh, I think I know who this is. Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Where'd you come from? Yes. Oh man, I can't even tell you. I'm such a fangirl when it comes to him now. Dramatic entrance as always. I'm sad I didn't get to see him dance though. Hey Cabanella baby, how you doing? Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella? So cool. Hee hee. There we go. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. That's a really low bow. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. You actually brought him here. Huh. Interesting. Yo, Jowd. How's it going? Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Aw, Lynn. I feel like I haven't done Jowd's voice in forever either.
Lynn, please don't apologize to me.
Aw.
The beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye.
Interesting. We gotta tell him what's going on. Hold on. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight?
I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing.
Ha ha ha! Oh, that was a nice pose. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing.
Huh?
I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby?
If that's the case, why did you bring him here?
Good question. Whatever do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector?
Ooh, things are not too good between these two now.
For your own selfish reasons?
Oh, I hope that's not true.
So, were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Oh. Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective Jowd...
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But... Dang, this is not so good. Alright. I know that Sissel had like a speech bubble. I didn't get to click on it. Oh well, let me... No, I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to Lynn. Or no, actually, does it matter who I talk to? I was gonna say let me talk to Jowd.
According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight.
Huh. Those horrible kidnappers. They were lying in wait for her.
But Emily didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever.
Huh. And so the kidnappers grabbed Camila by mistake instead?
They don't even know what the girl looks like? Apparently, Emily and Camila are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up.
It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camila to do that errand for me, this never would have happened.
Oh, right. You asked her to bring the music box.
Camila...
Yo, I need to talk to you, Jowd. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. Ha ha ha!
Oh, you're not going to be laughing for long, buddy.
I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple. Oh, I didn't know she could budge into our conversation.
Why not?
Because it isn't really the Justice Minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camila.
What? Camila?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No, it can't be.
And, by the way, Camila told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camila herself. What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camila won't have to suffer any more after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. I agree. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Ooh, some harsh truth.
Ugh.
Is it true? What Camila said? Why don't you tell us what you know? Finally, some answers, thank goodness. This is getting so good.
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first.
Ooh. Oh, so sad, little Camila. Oh. This is heartbreaking.
I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camila, just the two of them.
So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camila told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move.
An impossible move. Okay, so let's first talk about the powers of the dead.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. The kidnapping lady. Yeah. The kidnappers who abducted Camila knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Yeah, you are, because Lynn was still pursuing it. Detective Jowd! There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? And you ain't the only one who's gonna die at dawn, apparently. So is Sissel. An impossible move.
Camila was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions.
That's pretty cool.
But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was... Oh no, her. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right. There was an antique gun I'd had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid? Yep. That was a bad little Cupid.
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around.
Yep.
Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it.
That's terrible. I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camila. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
So sad. No, you lost 5 years with your daughter. What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, eh? Come to think of it. It's not there. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
Oh. So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean?
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh? Sorry, I was trying not to yawn. And I failed. Failure. Okay, excuse me.
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in.
This is terrible. Okay, what now? Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time?
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camila didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there. And I'm going to prove it. For Camila's sake. Don't fight us, dude. Don't fight it.
That sounds wonderful.
Aww. I feel so emotional. That's so awesome. We're all like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Together as a team. Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsic Park. Camila left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Aren't you wanted? Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. What is Cabanella thinking this whole time? He's the only one who's left out. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again, I say easy enough for you to say.
Just let her go.
What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something.
But you're in our custody. don't forget, back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you, with a special seat just for you, baby.
Ah, then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camila, in more ways than one.
Come on. I know you're not gonna hinder our investigation, buddy. Come on.
And that's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. Little dancing. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? Oh, the stress. No, Minister, come on.
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
Dang. As you wish, Your Excellency.
Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. So stiff. There's that chair he just pulls out of nowhere. He's so cool. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. I have a feeling you're telling me how long it will take for a reason. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? You want a miracle? I'll give you one. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camila dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping, somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here. Yeah, 'cause where do we go from here?
Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
That's annoying. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right. But the telephone works in both directions.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost.
Yes?
I have to admit, I don't like depending on others, but you're the only one who can change this situation.
Gee, detective.
For these past 5 years, Camila is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Heck yeah, we're gonna go. I don't know if we should even bother talking to this stubborn old man. Excuse me, Mr. Minister.
I can't hear you! La 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 la!
I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it?
Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination. A delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though.
Good.
Okay, whatever, dude. Let's go. I know where I'm going, Sissel. I don't need you to tell me. We're going here. And we're gonna be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye.